When most people hear drone business, they picture someone filming weddings and sunsets and posting it on Instagram. That version of the business exists, and it pays decent money, but it is not where the serious operators are making $200,000 a year. The money that actually changes your life in this business comes from a completely different set of clients: construction companies, insurance firms, utility providers, and real estate developers who need specific technical aerial data and will pay 4 to 10 times more per job to get it than a wedding couple ever would. This is the commercial drone services business. Under $2,000 to start at the entry level, a single FAA certification standing between you and legal commercial operation, and a range of niches that suit almost any skill level, from someone with a brand new drone and a weekend to practice, all the way to a technically trained operator running industrial inspections at $5,000 per job. Let us start with the only credential that matters. The FAA Part 107 Remote Pilot Certificate is required for any commercial drone operation in the United States. No exceptions. This is a written knowledge exam covering airspace rules, weather, drone regulations, and flight operations. Most people pass it after 2 to 4 weeks of self-study. Exam fee is $175. Online prep courses through UAV Coach or Drone Pilot Ground School run between $300 and $400 and report pass rates above 99%. Total cost to become legally certified to earn money flying commercially? Under $600. Now, the equipment reality, and this is where your niche choice matters enormously. Real estate photography and general videography is the fastest path to your first paid job. A DJI Air 3 or equivalent prosumer drone runs $1,100 to $1,600. Add 2 extra batteries, a carrying case, and basic editing software, and your total startup lands between $1,500 and $3,000. Real estate agents pay $75 to $220 per property shoot. Commercial videography for marketing and tourism pays $150 to $250 per hour. At this level, you can be earning money within 30 days of certification, making it the fastest return on investment of any niche in this business. Construction progress monitoring and site documentation is where the income steps up significantly. Developers and general contractors need regular aerial documentation of active job sites, weekly or monthly shoots showing progress, compliance documentation, and site surveys. A single construction site on a monthly retainer pays $500 to $2,000 per visit. 5 sites on monthly contracts is $2,500 to $10,000 in recurring monthly revenue, and the work itself is operationally simple. Fly a predetermined path, export the footage, deliver the file. No creative editing required, no client taste to manage. Roof and infrastructure inspections are the highest earning niche accessible without advanced equipment. Insurance companies, roofing contractors, and property managers hire drone operators to inspect roofs, solar panels, cell towers, and building facades, jobs that are genuinely dangerous for a human on a ladder and genuinely fast for a drone operator. Standard roof inspection rates run $150 to $500 per property. A solo operator completing 8 residential roof inspections in a day at $250 each grosses $2,000 in a single working day. Adding a thermal imaging camera attachment, which costs $1,000 to $4,000, unlocks electrical inspection and HVAC diagnostic work that commands $300 to $800 per job. Mapping and surveying is the most technically demanding and highest paying niche. Land developers, municipalities, mining operations, and agricultural businesses need precise aerial mapping data, topographic surveys, volumetric measurements, orthomosaic maps. Software like Drone Deploy or Pix4D processes your flight data into usable maps and 3D models. A mapping project runs $5,000 to $10,000 or more, depending on acreage and deliverable complexity. Startup cost for this niche is higher. A mapping-capable drone like the Mavic 3 Enterprise runs $4,000 to $8,000, and software subscriptions add $200 to $400 per month. But a single decent mapping contract can cover your entire equipment cost in one job. Across all niches, full-time drone operators with a smart niche focus are realistically earning $80,000 to $220,000 in their first 2 years. Gross margins run around 78% in year 1 because the primary cost after equipment is your time, fuel to reach the site, and software subscriptions. There's no inventory, no physical product, and no employees required until you're deliberately scaling. Getting your first clients is a function of where you start. For real estate, walk into 3 local real estate offices with a sample reel on your phone and offer a free shoot to one of their listings. One good aerial photo set converts agents into repeat clients almost automatically because the listing performance difference is visible and immediate. For construction and inspection work, cold outreach to general contractors, roofing companies, and property management firms with a brief portfolio and your Part 107 certification number is the entry point. Most of these businesses have never been approached directly by a drone operator, which means your competition for the first call is almost zero. The failure modes in this business are specific and avoidable. Flying without authorization in controlled airspace, which surrounds every major airport and many smaller ones, is a federal violation carrying fines up to $27,000. The FAA's free LAANC system grants near-instant airspace authorization for most commercial flights in controlled zones. Use it every single time, without exception. Underpricing to get started and never raising rates is the second pattern that quietly stalls careers. Real estate shoots at $75 may fill your calendar in month 1, they won't sustain a business in month 12. Raise rates as your portfolio grows and shift towards higher margin niches with every passing quarter. Liability insurance is non-negotiable. A drone collision with a person or property creates damages that no Part 107 certification protects you from. Hull and liability coverage for a commercial operator runs $500 to $1,500 per year through providers like Skywatch or Verifly. The scaling path is built around niche depth and recurring contracts. One operator doing general real estate work scales by adding construction monitoring contracts. Another, running inspections, scales by adding thermal imaging capability. The operators clearing $200,000 a year are not flying more hours than the ones clearing $80,000. They're flying for higher-paying clients in more technically specialized niches where the competition is thinner and the barriers are just high enough to keep most people out. Under $2,000 and one exam between you and a business that pays $200 an hour at the entry level and $5,000 per job at the top. If breakdowns like this are useful, subscribe to the channel. Every video, one real business, the actual numbers, and an honest picture of what it really takes to build it.